All right. Good day, good morning, greetings, and welcome to you all. So glad you're here on this hour. I am Angelina, here, your Clearest Conscious holistic lifestyle coach and host, going solo without Queen Edith today, who was the CEO and founder of Peak Homecare Associates, which is who we host this hour. But she is away, Edith, for a celebration of life service. So we wish her well while she is gone. I know we talked about doing this. It's been some time in the making. So I am here on behalf of not only Peak Home Care Associates, but my own business venture, which is Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coaching. And this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Is this whole budgeting, financial freedom, financial understanding course. So right now we are happy Saturday. First of all, first Saturday of January, first Saturday of 2025. So super excited about that. But we decided we were going to go ahead and roll this information out in regards to financial freedom and financial wealth. And so Edith wanted to do this, and so we're going to do this on this platform. So we are still tuned in to the Peak Wellness Hour, but it is merging with my own business venture, which is Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coaching. Queen Edith will be back next Saturday, and we'll just keep it rolling, right? So it's going to be a lot of information. My apologies for being late, about 30 minutes. My apologies. But we're going to get this done. We're going to see how the format goes because it's basic information I'm going to share with you, but it's kind of lengthy. So we don't want to keep anybody. We don't want to hold anybody, especially on a Saturday. So grateful you all are here with us. So with that being said, we're going to get this party started really quickly. Peak Home Care Associates, that information is on the bottom of the screen. You can reach us at info@peakhomecareassociates.com, www.peakhomecareassociates.com for the website, and then the phone number 317-863-0832. Peak Home Care Associates is a non-medical home care agency located in Noblesville, Indiana, serving the heart of Indiana, the surrounding area of Indiana. So if you, for any of your non-medical home care needs, make sure you give Peak Home Care Associates a call. So without further ado, like I said, we're merging. All this information is going to go on my website. So I want to make sure that we have everything good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my intro. I don't know if you all been with me for my Wealth Builders Alliances, which I would do on Friday evenings. Been so busy, haven't had a moment to really do that in the past few months. But this is, like I said, this is something that's been important to me for a while. I'm sure it's important to a lot of you. So without further ado, what I'm going to have you all do, if you will, is please hit the like button. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Feel free to share and bring somebody in, okay? Grand Rising Queen Kathy B. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. I keep missing everything. Happy New Year, Queen. And of course, I've got my Queen Mother in the house, aka Rhonda Thomas. So if you all are here, couple things before we begin. I keep saying a couple things before we begin, but also make sure that you say hello in the chat so we can see who's here, what's going on. For this series, I plan to do some giveaways. There are some really good books that I want to read that I've not read that I would like to put in your hands too. So next week we are going to, I'll start doing raffles and drawings and all that good jazz. So make sure you say hello in the chat so I know who's here. We'll just do it by number or whatever. Queen Kathy B is always number one. So I love it. Make sure you all go over to my website, Clearest Conscious -HLC.com. Under the upcoming tab, you're going to see these the RSVPs for the rest of the month. Of course, you can just jump on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're watching and check this out. But if anyone cares to RSVP over there, it'll better help me pull some raffles. And what that's going to do is on the form to RSVP, It asks for your address and phone number. Those things are totally optional, but if I'm sending something to you, I got to know where to send it, right? And I don't want to hunt anybody down. So just a little something to think about. So without further ado, I know you all have been waiting to hear this conversation. We're going to start on understanding budgeting basics. Okay. So it's going to be real simple information, but I just want to get it into your thoughts, into your spirit, right? And so we can start the year out right, on the right track, having the right goals for our individual success. So without further ado, if you all want to go ahead and grab a pen, grab paper, when I am done with this, by tomorrow, I will have whatever links and whatever presentations I'm going to show you today. I will have those on my website. I will have the links that you need, anything that we're talking about, and that's how I'll do it every Saturday. If you go to, what do you have to go to? I don't even know. We'll look at it together in a little bit. But if you go to Knowledge is Power Learning Sessions on my website, it's on the homepage. I'll put that information there for you all to just be able to click the links and see these presentations, like the PowerPoints and whatnot, make your life a little easier. Grim rising to my queen sister, Crystal. So happy she's in the building. Let me tell you something, you all. Make sure that you tune in every Saturday, all the time. But I know my sister, I am so proud of her. She's doing real estate. You all check her out at Crystal S. Thomas on Facebook, but she's doing real estate. So she's going to come in and drop some knowledge, I think in the 4th week when we're talking about investments. So I'm very excited to have her on and just to pour some knowledge in as far as being financially free. So grab a pen and paper. I'm going to play my intro, and then we're going to go ahead and dive into this conversation. You all, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Invite somebody to join. We're going to get started. All right, so there's my intro for Wealth Builders Alliances. Like I said, you are still tuned into the Peak Wellness Hour, but we are collaborating. We're getting this information out to you all, and I have to make sure that I balance that out. So yes, you are still tuned into the Peak Wellness Hour. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and get this conversation started. Hello, Queen Aunt. Oh, so happy you are here. This is my Queen Aunt, Sylvia. So happy you're here. Oh, this is going to be a good conversation. I love the love. Okay, so we're talking about understanding budgeting basics. Okay, like I said, this is not rocket science. These are just things that I've invested in, have obtained the knowledge for. I will say this, disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor. Okay, so to make that very clear, I am licensed with a company where I am a life insurance producer. And with that, I have training with financial information that I share along with my personal knowledge and my experiences. Okay, so if you are looking to, my financial expertise is limited. Okay, so before anybody wants to go and make decisions with their money based off of what you've heard here, you do so, do your own research, but nothing we're going to talk about here is rocket science, like I said. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. And really quickly, we're just going to talk about practical budgeting, okay? So, hang on. Hope everybody is having a great start to the new year. Okay. Here we go. So, you all be advised, I do like to, when I'm by myself, I do like to be very organized. I can get to talking and I can just go everywhere because my thoughts get to running wild. So I do like to do PowerPoints, or presentations, so I can stay on board and get that done. So here we go. Okay. Let's see. Why am I having a difficult time with this? Okay, can you guys see that screen? Let me see. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do practical budgeting. Let me see if I can make the screen a little different, though. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Lord have mercy. Okay. So we're talking about practical budgeting. Okay, so it's understanding the basics of effective budgeting to enhance your wealth. Okay, so here's the thing. This is what you need. Okay, so for anybody, and if I'm looking down, you all, I'm looking at my screen. I'm trying to multitask. Okay, if you're looking at this on your phone, feel free to go back and look at it on the TV. Okay, being on your phone or your computer, your laptop, whatever you have, is cool because you can interact, right? But I want to make sure that you all can see everything. But like I said, all this information is going to be on my website, so it's all good. So starting out with budgeting, a couple of things you're going to need, okay, to be able to get this thing going right. Okay, first of all, you need proper time management. Okay, and we're going to break all these down. We need time management. You have to have goals. You have to have motivation. You have to have determination. And you have to have accountability. Okay. So looking at that, hang on a second. Looking at that, I'm sorry. Let's dive into what that looks like. We'll break it down. Okay. So with time management, okay, you must dedicate routine time to manage your finances and wealth. Okay. Utilizing a daily planner. You all know I always talk about daily planners, monthly planners, writing your goals down. That is so important. It's going to be super important here. Trust me when I tell you, it's going to be super important here to make sure you have a dedicated notebook or planner or whatever to get your finances in order, especially if this is not something that you're accustomed to doing, because it's going to be a part of your accountability. Okay, you want to choose a set day weekly where you overlook your finances and the balances or whatever. So you're going to be wanting to check your banking accounts. If you got crypto, if you got stock, if you got stashes of cash, you're going to want to make sure that you're assessing what you have to work with. Because here's the thing, there are so many things that happen. I don't know about you all, but I have a lot of things coming out of my accounts that are reoccurring. So you always want to make sure that you know where your balances are, you know what you have to work with. And so you don't go into the negative. All it takes is one little transaction from the bank, and then you've gone into the negative with your hang on just a second, in your account. I'm sorry, it's looking like it's not letting me share this right because I'm sitting here talking. Let's see what that does. Okay, I'm sorry. So this is what you all didn't see. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm looking. That's why it's tricky sharing these screens. And I'm looking at my phone to see what's going on. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I probably look crazy trying to look at trying to look at this screen. And I probably look crazy. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second. Okay, so moving forward. Sorry about that. I was looking at my phone and I'm like, okay, well, I don't see the slides going through. So what's going on? So my bad. So that's what's going on. Okay. So so you're going to choose a set day monthly where you're checking your credit score. And we'll get into credit scores and whatnot a little later. That's not really my thing. You know, I know how to fix a credit score. But like I said, I'm just going to give limited information within the scope of my practice. But you do want to make sure you're checking your credit score because, and I know I use Experian. I am with Capital One. Capital One does an amazing job with alerting you of your credit score. I'm proud to say, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I'm proud to say I've got a 741 right now. I feel so good about that because there was a time where I was in the 500s and it was just like what it was. You know, it didn't really matter because I really didn't understand it. But I am proud to say that I am climbing to that 800 and I'm not gonna let nothing mess that up. Okay. So the next thing is having goals. Okay. Having goals. Setting, now watch this. Okay. Setting specific goals. Okay. That are obtainable and realistic is key. They got to be specific. Let me tell you what happened. Okay, you all. So this is what happened to me. So I was telling my husband, telling my king the other day, I said, you know, I do home care nursing. Okay. So I drive around, I go to people's homes to do their care or whatnot. And I had noticed we do a lot of wound care. Okay. And I had noticed that I was, for some reason, it was where lately I've been doing coaching. I've been doing coaching, Grand Rising. I've been doing coaching for my patients. And so you all know I do life coaching, okay? And so a couple weeks ago, Queen Edith, when we were on here together for my birthday, she asked me, you know, tell me about you. What made you become a nurse? What made you become a life part? And I thought about it as I was doing this. And here's the deal with the life coach thing. It was not something that I had set out to do. I do my due diligence in obtaining knowledge, and I like to share that knowledge and pay it forward and empower people. And it got to a point where people were just coming all the time, you know, asking questions, and I would assist the best way I could. And I think I do a pretty good job. But then they run with the advice and they wouldn't do it. And then they come back and say, you know what? You told me, can I talk to you for a second? Can I talk to you because you told me to do this thing? And then I didn't do it. And I should have listened to you. So now what do I do? And it got to the point where it was happening so often. I'm like, I'm not going to keep giving away my time and my energy for free when you don't want to do what you need to do. And now you're back here just being an irritant, right? So that is how the life coaching thing came about. It's not about really making a career out of it. It's about having balance, and that's a passive income option for me, additional income option for me, which is something we're going to talk about later on in a few weeks as well. So anyways, back to the story with these goals. So life coaching, I got the website, got all this stuff going on, you know, busy. And then I'm noticing that I am giving life coaching advice to a lot of my patients. Now I'm going out and they're wanting to know what to do with their loved ones, and, you know, just questions about social work stuff, you know, and being able to help is always a blessing. But I said to my husband, to my king, I said, you know, this is what I asked for. I did this life coaching thing. I'm doing this life coaching thing. You know, I had this website. I want to be paid for what I do. I want to be paid, you know, for my life coaching. And I looked up the other day and I said to myself, I am being paid for my life coaching. I'm just being paid through a job, somebody else's company. What I wasn't was specific in saying that I want people to come to my website and pay me directly for my services. You see what I'm saying? So my point is that I got what I asked for. Okay. I got what I asked for. I want to be paid for my coaching services, and I'm paid via somebody else's company. So back to this key point here, you want to set specific goals that are obtainable and realistic. When you just put it out there, you'll get what you ask for and not necessarily what you want. So when it comes to finances, you got to be specific. Okay. I will make this amount in this amount of time, so if you are making minimum wage, whatever that is, and you have poor budgeting skills and you think that you're going to stack up 6 figures by the end of a year, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but is it realistic? Are you doing the steps to make that goal realistic and obtainable? Okay. If you work hard, if you're dedicated, if you, all those things, then maybe, but typically, unless you have realistic intentions, it just doesn't work out the way we like it to. So yeah, each goal needs to have an expected set end date. So if I'm saying that I need, I'm going to earn 6 figures, right? That's cool. When? So now I'm saying by the end of the year, okay, making minimum wage, let's say, what do I need to do between now and the end of the year to make 6 figures? Especially if you're only making, I don't know what minimum wage is, I don't know, but if, you're not bringing home nothing, how do you expect to make those 6 figures? So now you have your end date. So now you have to fill in the meat with that, the substance with that, the process with that. And we've talked about the process before. We talked about it last week, I think, going through the process of things. We like things to be black and white and, left and right, just polar opposites. And we totally ignore the grays in between and the processes. So that is why you're going to want to have the notebook, the planner, so that you can be accountable for these goals by setting that expected set end date to complete your goal. You're going to want to make sure that you're not setting too many goals at once to ensure that you can achieve all of them. And I am so guilty of that. I am queen of starting something. I ask Queen Kathy B in the chat. Ask Queen Kathy B. She knows I'm busy, we collaborate, with the United Empires of Akiva, like I said, my queen sister's doing real estate. I enjoy doing marketing campaigns or whatnot for people. So I'm looking forward to doing a marketing campaign for my sister to promote her real estate business. Something else to do. I do websites, something else to do. All these things, I'm busy, but am I accomplishing things? So make sure that you don't have too many goals that overlap and counteract, what you're trying to do. Okay. Priority is key. If you have several goals, prioritize them as far as which are most important for you to focus on first. Okay. So if you're trying to obtain 6 figures, how are you getting that? Maybe coaching is a nice little, side hustle or whatnot. Maybe investing in Bitcoin is a nice little side hustle. But what's the priority here? Got to get the budgeting together, got to get my finances together, so make sure you prioritize what's most important. And then choose whether your goals are short-term or long-term goals. A lot of us have a habit, I think we have talked about this last week also, a lot of us have a habit of making short-term goals way too long to achieve. And then also making long-term goals unobtainable because we're trying to put them into a short time frame. Okay. So be realistic about that. If you want to buy a house, okay, my queen sister said, if you want to buy a house, she's going to get you going. She's going to get you right. She's going to give you all that knowledge. Okay. But if you don't have the finances, if you haven't filed your taxes in 2 years, I think you have to file at least 2 years of taxes, then that's That's more maybe of a long-term goal, past the year out, right? You're not buying this house in the next 3 months. You see what I'm saying? So, whereas you might be buying a car in the next, month or so, short-term goals. So just kind of think about that. And then you want to write your goals down in a form of positive affirmations. I will save at least $100 a month or more. Okay, I will. Da 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 da. Not I want. I need. I deserve. I will. Okay. Utilizing a daily journal, like I said, is a great way to stay accountable for those goals and document your processes, and then start listing start your list with short-term goals followed by your long-term goals, and that way they coincide. So you have to be able to make sure that you can get those steps and those processes in order to reach that end goal. Give me a second. I'm gonna take a sip of this water. Is this making sense to anybody? Is this helping anybody? So there are your goals. Let's do motivation. Okay. Good morning, Queen Aunt. My Queen Aunt Betty. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so motivation. What is your why? This is so big. This is something I talk about all the time. And this is not just with finances. This is with everything you do, everything you say, everything you think. What is your why? Why do you want 6 figures? Why do you need 6 figures? Why do you think you deserve 6 figures? Well, because I want to get out of debt, because I want to create generational wealth, because I want to, build. I want, what is your why for why you do what you do? A lot of us, you go to work. Why? I've been tired. I don't know why I keep getting up and going to work. I love what I do, but why am I so invested in somebody else's business over my own? Why? There's got to be an end goal to that. There's got to be a rationale to that, okay? What outcomes are you wanting to achieve? How will achieving your goals positively affect you and your loved ones in the long run? Think about that. Again, we want this microwave short-term success or results, but you have to think about what achieving those goals means to you, first of all, and those around you. Because on the flip side, how will not achieving those goals affect you and your loved ones in the long run? It's very simple. It's very easy to get frustrated and give up and want to say, forget this. I put my all into it. I don't want to do this anymore. It's very easy to say that. But when you say that in the long run, what does that look like? A lot of us say, I wish I would have done this. I should have went back to school. I should have done. I should have. Well, that was like 10, 20 years ago. And you still should have, would have, couldn't. And so what? That doesn't build wealth. That doesn't pay the bills, so what? Okay. And then what excites you most about choosing to change your mindset to grow your wealth? I want to bring something up really quickly. Okay. And I might say this again. Because I wanted to get in your heads. I wanted to get in your minds, your spirits, and all that good jazz. For me, there's a difference between growing your wealth and building wealth. Okay. When you're growing wealth, that is, and we're not going to get into it too deep because we're going to talk about this later, but I just want to put this out there. When you're growing wealth, think of it like plants. Okay. Queen Kathy B is awesome. She has an amazing garden, indoors and outdoors. I just love it. Every time I see her, y'all check her out, Kathy B 606 on YouTube. I love to see her just in that ground, just producing life, But here's the thing. When you plant something, typically nature does what it's supposed to do. Plants and whatnot, outdoors, nature does what it does. So you plant and it grows, okay? That's kind of like what passive income is. Your plant kind of takes care of itself. That's growing wealth. Where building wealth is looking a little different. Oh, absolutely, Queen. Absolutely. Queen Kathy B's got so much stuff going on. Y'all, I'm sorry. I hate to do this. That's why I had the PowerPoint, so I don't forget nothing. And I don't get off topic. But if you go over to Queen Kathy B 606, make sure you look at the links in there. She's got some cool hydroponics and aquaponics stuff. It's telling you what we're talking about, because the cost of food is so ridiculously high, and growing your own food is going to make all the difference. So go over there and support. Click the link that she has in there as far as hydroponics and aquaponics. If you don't know what that is, go over to Queen Kathy B 606 and check it out, and she can let you know. It's basically using alternatives with soil to grow your produce. So just a little something to consider. So we always want to support. Yeah, we have to support one another. Okay. So yeah, growing your wealth. We're building your wealth. You're more hands-on. If you build a house, around the garden, right? You build a house. It's more, you're into it. Like you're hands-on, kind of like growing a business or a company, i.e. my Clearest Conscious holistic lifestyle coaching. But it's building. You see what I'm saying? The process is different. So think about that when you're looking at your wealth, when you're looking at growing and building wealth. And again, we're going to get all into that in the next few weeks. But I just wanted to put that out there. When you see these words, when you hear me say grow and build, I'm using them in different ways because of that reason. So anyways, back to, for clarity reasons, back to the slide. Dedication is the next thing you need when we're talking about budgeting. Okay. You got to ask yourself the consequences, what the consequences are for not achieving your goals, like we said. And then understand, this is the biggest thing with dedication, okay? And commitment. Understand that if you fall short on your own expectations, you can pick yourself up and keep going. We have to stop trying to achieve something, and because it doesn't work out the way we want it to, we just throw our hands up and give up. That doesn't build success. It does not build wealth. You look at the Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs and all them, these people didn't just have an idea and was like, here, let's do this, and bam, and it worked. No, there was dedication involved. There was consistency. There was sleepless nights, early mornings, not giving up. These things, this is the process. We always want to aspire to be we always want something. A lot of us tend to want something that someone else has. And there's nothing wrong with rising above. That's why we're here today, right? But if you don't understand the process of it, it looks good. He's a millionaire, he's a billionaire. Yeah. And there was a cost behind that. Okay. You got to decide what your cost is. I'm here doing this. I spend a lot of time doing a lot of things for a lot of different people, and I enjoy it. I love it. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change my heart, but I got to change the balance. Okay. Because you always take care of home first. So finding that balance is important. You want to have someone there to support you, to root you on, but you have to find a balance to be able to say, hey, I try to do this, didn't work out. Let's revisit it. Not to stop giving up on things. This didn't work out, so let's go to the next thing. You got to finish what you start. Okay. So dedication. And then the last thing is accountability. Okay. You have got to learn to reward yourself for milestones. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. If you set a goal, you know what? I keep eating out. This week, I'm not eating out like that. Okay, I'm going to save my money. I'm not doing it this week. It doesn't get you to 6 figures, but it does get you into a better mindset to get 6 figures. You see what I'm saying? So kudos for you for not eating out and spending $15 at McDonald's. Right? Kudos to you. So we got $15 a day. Okay, for having many days. What can you do with that money? Put it up, flip it, invest it, treat yourself. Get your nails done. I don't know what buy a good book. You know what I'm saying? So that's super important to make sure you reward yourself. Do not ever expect someone to celebrate your accomplishments. Okay. And that's a lot of times why we get let down. We want people to acknowledge our accomplishments and us rising above. And sometimes people don't know, or they don't care, you know? So make sure you celebrate that and do it with the big bang, because you're worth celebrating, especially when you're making positive change. Okay. Because it's so easy to put yourself down. So make sure you reward yourself. When you fall short of your goals and expectations, choose, make it a learning and growing process. Okay. Choosing to learn and grow from them rather than beat yourself up and give up. Okay. And then if you find that it is a challenge to stick to and accomplish your goals in full, consider utilizing an accountability coach, which is me. Yes. And you don't have to use me. I feel like I'm fairly reasonable in my cost, but I have a whole husband here, have a whole king. I have, like I said, Queen Kathy B, my queen sister, gives advice. We were talking not too long ago, and she was giving me advice. I said something on here and she corrected it, So we have this, always nice to have somebody to partner with, to find some accountability with, to accomplish your goals. And that's with anything. Okay. So that is that part. How you all feel? Do you feel like that makes sense? It should make sense, right? Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Thank you. I have to read these comments because I don't want to put nobody's business out there. Okay, cool beans. I love the support. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so that's that portion. So I think that, like I said, it's very basic, what I just shared with you. But these things are important because a lot of us are moving on autopilot and we don't know what we're doing. So I wanted to kind of put that out there for you to give you something to think about. So we're going to look at one more slide. This week is going to be pretty lax because when it comes to budgeting, it's really pretty basic. Not to insult anybody, but just again, that motivation is going to be what's going to get you, and that dedication and making the choice that you want something better for your life. So not too much to have to go into with this one, but I'm going to share my screen again, and we are going to look at. Okay, so this is the 50-20-30 rule of saving. Okay. Here is how this works. You look at your finances, you look at what you bring in, okay? 50% of your income should be spent on necessities. 30% should be spent on discretionary needs, and then 20% on savings, okay? So let me break this down. Let's look at this. We're talking about necessities. You've got, your rent or your mortgage, utilities, groceries, gas, petroleum, petrol. I've been watching the British channels, petrol, childcare, car payments, insurance. Okay. These are necessities. And depending on what's going on, some of these might not be. Some of these might not be priority. I'll say that. If your finances are not where they need to be, you know what I'm saying? A car payment might look a little different. Having insurance might look a little different for some of us. Being able to afford childcare. So what are your necessities? What do you consider your necessities? But these are just kind of the basics, right? If we're looking at discretionary needs, these are talking about things like your cable and all your Hulus and your Netflixes. I'm gonna tell you about Netflix, boy, they getting me. They're getting me, and I'm gonna get them gone because it don't make no sense. As much as I love Netflix, I'm paying $30 a month. Okay, and it's unheard of. Pampering, going to the beauty salon, your manicures, your pedicures, non-medical massages, eating out, takeout. Let me tell you something. I used DoorDash for the first time a couple weeks ago, and that was the last time. And every time my king wants to use it, I do not mind getting up rather rain, sleet, snow, hail, to go get this food. Or better yet, go ahead and cook a meal, right? After I saw that DoorDash price for 2 Subway sandwiches, cost me $50. Y'all see me rolling my eyes. So discretionary, okay? We have recreational outings, non-pertinent spending. We love us some Amazon. You know, the older people love some QVC. My grandmother loved QVC. I don't know, Aunt Sylvia, you're on here. You know, Granny loved QVC. I don't know if you're a QVC shopper. When I see it, it prompts me to want to go ahead and just buy something from QVC, and I got to click off of there. Then you have your Temu and your Sheins or whatever, Shein, whatever it's called, and they send you notifications all day, every day, right? So it's kind of hard for a lot of us to get out of all these spending habits with these discretionary needs. Another one is recreational pleasures. And let's just keep it real, you know, smoking, adult beverages, recreational, whatever, you know, and I'm bringing that up because you have to add in everything you're spending. If you buy a pack of cigarettes and they cost, what, I don't know, $8, $9, $10, and you smoke a pack or two a day, that's a lot of money for the week, right? So what are you spending your finances on? 30% of that, discretionary. And then you're looking at savings. Just what it says, 20% save. 20% may be a lot or a little depending on your earnings. Okay. For instance, if we're talking about $200, you know, that you're bringing in a week, $20, it may not seem like a lot that you're saving, that you're putting aside to save. It might be a lot because all you're bringing in is $200 a week. See what I'm saying? If you are bringing in $2,000 a week, $200 may not be nothing to you. $200 may be a lot, you know, or $400, excuse me. I did the math wrong. $400, excuse me. I said 20%, right? So it might, you know, it just depends on what you have going on. If you discover that saving 20% of your earnings shows little financial gain, no need to be discouraged. That's a situation you might want to consider moving some of your discretionary spending into your savings. Does that make sense? So instead of eating out, instead of your Amazon shopping and your Temu shopping, instead of paying for Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Paramount, all this stuff, let's cut some of that out and put that into our savings where you can build the wealth that you need. Okay. Again, it's all about prioritizing. Okay. So there is that. If you need some help with that, let me know. I'm here for it. What I want you all to do, what I want to encourage you to do, you can do whatever you want, but what I want to encourage you to do this week, okay, I want you to write down your financial goals along with your why. Be sure to include the specific desires, wants, and needs, and then the expected time frame to achieve your goals. Okay, can everybody do that? Can you think you can do that by, and this is not for me, we're not going to have sharing time unless you all want to share, but this is for you. Do you think that you all could take some time for yourselves between now and next Saturday and write down your financial goals? Whatever those are, write them all down. If you want to open up 5 businesses, you want to retire, you want to do all these things, write it all down. Because once you write it down, what you're going to see is what your capabilities are. And it looks more realistic when you put it on paper. Okay. The next thing I want to ask you to do for yourself is to look over your bank statements from the last month and then go the last 3 months. Okay. It's always cool if you can print it out. And again, this is not something you're going to share with me. This is for you. So you have something tangible to motivate you and keep you on track. Okay. Because what you're going to notice is, what I want you all to do is look and see where you're spending money. And you'll be surprised how much money is being wasted. Okay. Let me see if I can share this. Okay, I'll share it in a second. What I would suggest is using a Excel spreadsheet budgeting template. So really quickly, I'm going to show you all what that looks like. Hang on. So, let me show you what that looks like. Well, I'm thinking y'all get to singing. Thank you, Queen Mother. Okay, so the spreadsheet. I love the participation. Thank y'all so much for being here. Okay. So if you go in Excel, I use Microsoft 360. So, your Word and your PowerPoints, all that stuff is on there. If you do not have this access, let me know and I'll see if I can just send you over a template so that you can utilize this, right? But I want to show you how that looks. So here is and this is just one of the templates, okay? If you go to Excel on your Microsoft, you can type in budgeting template, okay? So what this is going to do, and this is not my information, this is how it came. So what this allows you to do is your income. So say let's say you make, let's keep it at 6,000. So say you make 6,000 a month in your income, like your from your job, okay? Then you also make say you have, I don't know, you have some kind of job. I don't know, you got something going on. Say you have a Clearest Conscious lifestyle coaching website where you help people. And that brings in, let's say it brings in $2,000 a month on average, okay? These numbers are going to be plugged in for you here, okay? This is the projected income, right? So the $2,000 for my website, for my coaching, that is projected. What's actually happening? So say the income was actually, I don't know, maybe I took off, a few days, whatever, didn't have PTO. Maybe the income is actually $5,000. And what I actually made on my coaching this month was $1,000. Okay. This is showing you what you're looking to try to make. At the top, the projected balance. This is the actual balance. This is what you actually have. And this is the difference. So how do you make up that difference? Okay. What's going to happen now? So now you think you had this, but you have that, right? So what it'll allow you to do is plug in all these numbers. Where's your money going? How much is rent? So if rent is, $1,500, I don't know, let's say rent is $900. Okay. Your phone bill, might be, I don't know, how much y'all pay for phone bills now? I tell you what, I use Boost. I am not ashamed to say there is nothing wrong with my cell phone service. I have 5 lines for $105, 5 lines. I don't understand paying $200-$300 for no phone service, especially for 1 or 2 phones. That's just my little input there. Y'all can do what you want to do. It's your money, your time, your energy. But say, okay, so I pay $105, okay, which is the actual cost. Okay, so my rent is more, my mortgage is more than that. I'm just trying to be fair and be nice because life be lifing. I think my electricity bill is going to be, I don't know, $200. But I looked up this month and it was actually $320. Okay, so you see the differences over here. It's going to show you what these things look like. And so far, it looks like I'm in the negative with whatever's going on. But my point is, this spreadsheet is going to allow you to plug everything in, okay? So you can see where your money is. And so printing out that bank statement or look at that bank statement and plugging these numbers in is going to help you be more responsible. If you look and you say, look at that, CDs and DVDs. This is the last time you bought a CD or a DVD. If you look and see that, that you are spending, I don't know, like, DoorDash or whatever, or gas, here, vehicle payment, gas, I don't know. If you're spending more money on certain things than you need to, you can see that happening here and you can adjust these things. Okay. What else is on here? Insurance, taxes, everything's on here for you. So again, the food, look at all this stuff. So think about using this. Again, if you do not have this access, you can let me know. I can send you a link. Just shoot me an email, clearestconscious@gmail.com. And I can get this over to you. I was going to share the link, but I noticed if I do that, then anybody could, with the same link can go and play with the numbers. So if you need that, I can just go ahead and set it up just for you, and it doesn't come back to me. It's not tied to me, but, so nobody else is using it and going in and playing with numbers that you to mess with, So let me know. Okay. Pets, gifts, donations, all this stuff. Everything's accounted for here. Okay. Personal care. So you want to use something, you want to find a tool that works for you to keep you on track. And again, you'll be surprised at what you spend money on. Okay. And you look up and you don't know where your money is, this is why. So there's a couple of things to look at with that. So there is that. Okay. There's that. We're almost done, you all. I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn this video off for just a second because my ear is itching like crazy. Hang on just a second, you all. Okay, I kept scratching my ear. I don't know if y'all saw, so I didn't want to be looking crazy on here. Yes, if you don't have Microsoft Office, I believe so. I tell you what, like I said, shoot me an email if something's not right with it. But typically you can. I believe you can if someone shares the link. So yes. And again, when you go on to, good question. Thank you so much for asking that. When you go over to my website, again, it'll let you, all this stuff will be on there for you. And you can click those links. These presentations will be in the section, the knowledge section. Give me till tomorrow because I have another event going on this afternoon with the community. Shout out to Crooked Creek Alerts in Indianapolis, making a difference in the community. So I've got that going on, but I will make sure that I get these on there for you, and then you can click the link because actually, let me show you. When I thank you for asking that too. When you hang on. I'm acting like I can't talk and do two things at once. Okay. So when you're looking at this this little bulletin or whatever, it's highlighted where it says Excel spreadsheet budgeting template. You can look at that. Again, I wouldn't use it because if somebody, if you start messing with it, and somebody else clicks on it, it's just one link. So like the thing I just showed you, that's what's going to pop up, whatever I just put in there. But it'll kind of give you an idea. But if you need that, again, just let me know. And I can send that over to you individually where it's not linked with everybody else. Okay. Last thing is for you to consider, just here for this session. I want to encourage you all to consider signing up for a free financial needs analysis. Okay. This is a financial tool, which is normally anywhere between $1,000 to $3,500 on average with a financial institution. I am with Primerica. And so, like I said, I get all my learning tools. There is so much to learn with this. And so what I've done, what we're able to do is give these free financial needs analysis to people. And so I'm going to gift that to you all. Let me show you how it works. Give me just a second. And I'm going to turn my screen off really quickly again so I'm not looking crazy. What do you think? Hang on just a second. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. I'll play this music in the background while I'm looking something. Okay. Give you all something to listen to while I'm doing this. Okay, let's see. Again, I'm so grateful that you all are here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let me share my screen now. Here we go. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Okay, so here's what the financial needs analysis looks like. Okay, so again, I am licensed. I am not a licensed financial advisor, but I am actually aspiring to do that. Another one of my bucket list things through Prime America. But I am licensed to do this. Okay, when it comes to financial needs analysis, so I am licensed in. Just not to advise you. And when I mean that, when I say that, I'm talking about when I say license your financial advisor, I'm talking about being able to tell you where to put your money when it comes to annuities and retirement and Roth IRAs and all those kind of things. You know, I am not licensed to be able to maneuver through getting you through those processes. Although I do have people that are doing so. And like I said, I am studying for that license or whatnot. So here's what the form looks like. And I'm telling you that because this is a financial form. This is a legit form. This is not something I made up. This is not my thing. But it does ask for your information. So just understand that if you choose to sign up for this, it is a one-on-one session. It's about an hour long. And it gives you an insight. What it does is it shows you where your finances are. Okay. It looks at what you're bringing in now, if anything you've saved, invested or whatnot, what you want retirement, including what age you want to retire and how much money you need to save once you retire. Okay. So that is that. So let's see. We'll play around with this. I'm just gonna put something in here because y'all not gonna get all my information. Who just put something in here? Been and try to hack my stuff. Not y'all, but I'm just saying people be on here just being weird. I'll look up somebody to hack my stuff because they didn't got a birth date or something like that. Ain't nobody doing all of it. Okay, so this is what that looks like. Okay. Well, why can't I get it to work? Okay, there we go. Huh. I don't know what it's doing. Let's see. Well, I don't know what it's doing, but it's freezing on me. I don't know. Hold on. Anyways, while I'm talking about this, I think it just logged me out. Oh, I see why. I see what it did. I don't know what it's doing. Anyways, the financial needs analysis. I'm sorry. The financial needs analysis is going to let you, I'm going to see if I can get it again. It's going to let you kind of get the information as far as what you're looking at as far as retirement. So again, it is a free. I'm going to turn my screen up because I'm looking now. Again, I don't want to look crazy. It's a free service that's offered. So consider taking advantage of that. Like I said, it takes about maybe 45 minutes to an hour to get that done. Yes, thank you. Oh, yes. So my queen mother's asking, can this information work for people with a monthly income only? Yes. Let me tell you, while I'm doing this, let me tell you. Okay, and we're gonna get ready to get out of here, you all. But let me tell you all. A little background story while I'm sitting here trying to figure out if I can show you all this thing. Little background story. I worked as a server for years before I became a nurse. Okay. I worked for $2.13 an hour plus tips for almost 10 years before I became a nurse. Anybody survives like that, but I did. And it was so crazy because there was one point in time where I was younger and it was a party of three. That's a single mom, including me. Okay. And never had food stamps, never had, government assistance. And I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that I was able to make that work. Now I wish I had some food stamps and some Section 8. I really do. So, I mean, we all would like a food stamp card, I think. Anyways, but my point to that is I was able to pay all my bills. I had rent. I had, finished that car payment, had utilities. I was able to pay those things. I'm on $2.13 an hour. So I promise you that if you just finagle your way through this and you have more discipline, and just as much motivation, you can do this. It does not matter if you're on a fixed income. I know next week we're going to be doing savings and spending. Yeah, you can pick through those finances and actually make it make sense, because there's money that you have that you don't know you have. Okay. So definitely. You can definitely use this even on a fixed income. And I had somebody show me. I'll tell you, a lot of these classes I take. I took a class at MichiX for my business class. You all can look up the realmichix.com. I did my business class with her, which and then I started a few of my online businesses. I did YFS. I don't even know if it's been so many years, but that's how I got out of credit. That's how I built my credit, going through YFS, and I spent a lot of money on these things. Okay. And it was worth spending. Okay. And then I take courses. I take continued education courses. I use Skill Success. And so it's been a process, but I promise you, I'm not the only one saying this. This is very doable. Okay. It's very, very doable. Let me see. I'm going to share my screen one more time because I think I got it to work, because I really want to show you guys kind of what this thing looks like. Okay. So really quickly, back to the financial needs analysis thing. Okay. So when you're doing this, just really, and we're not going to go through it because I had to put information in, but it's going to so like I said, it's going to show, it's going to ask you, your information, your spouse's information. That's up to you how you want to give that. If you have any children, because all these things are going into play when you're looking at retirement. Do you have to leave generational wealth? Do you have, all these things are so important. So hang on. That's why we turn off my camera, because we're doing crazy stuff. Hold on, y'all. Hang on. We're almost done, y'all. We are almost done. Okay, so that makes me 54. I'm not 54. Let me do my right. Let me do my right thing so I can see what this looks like in real time. Okay, so I'll just do my information. Okay. It's going to ask for, this is on my end as far as being an agent with this. It's going to ask for retirement age. Do you want to retire at the normal retirement age, which is 67 right now, or do you want to retire sooner? I said I was going to retire at 40. Let's do 50. I'm 43. Let's do age 50. Okay. My life expectancy, it says 86 here. You know, you can, let's say, let's live till 90 in good health. Okay. What's your tax income? Let's just say, I don't know, just let's make it small. Let's say $3,000 a month. Let's say that. I'm trying to think of an average. I don't know. How much monthly household income would you like during your retirement? So okay, so let me show, this is what this is going to do, okay? So it's asking you what you make now. So if you make it $3,000 a month, okay, it's asking you how much you want to retire with. You know, what do you need to retire? 80% is average, okay? So that means you're going to get about $2,400, right? Of that's 80%. Will you earn additional income? Let's say no. Do you want to leave an estate for your heirs? Let's say yes. Be nice. So there's that. Debt solution. So now we're not going to go through all this, but debt solution. So it's going to look at what you got going on, mortgage, all your debt. Okay, you're going to pin that in. Life insurance. Again, this is with Prime America, which specializes in financial needs, including life insurance. So it's going to ask you about life insurance. What is your total life insurance coverage? If you don't have any, and it doesn't have, so when you all do this, if you choose to do this with me, you do not have to sign up for Prime America for life insurance, but I definitely encourage you to use this tool to see where your life is going, okay? Educational needs. Hold on. There must be at least one child entered. Okay, I don't have any educational needs. Goals and dreams. You write your goals. I mean, here we go. This is what we're talking about, right? So you're gonna write your goals in here. What's the cost? Okay, what's the current savings? What's your monthly? If your goal is to buy this house, if your goal is to, I don't know, start this business, we're gonna plug those things in there. Okay, emergency fund. How much do you currently have saved? How much do you contribute each month? How much money would you like to accumulate in your emergency fund? Okay, when would you like to achieve this goal? Remember, we talked about that, having a set end date. When do you want to achieve this goal? Okay, then you have other protection, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, legal protection, all that good stuff. Now I'll tell you, this pops up with this. Again, none of the products that we have in Prime America, you do not have to purchase, but I tell you what, the auto insurance, my king and I are shopping around for auto insurance right now, different auto insurance. And I know with this, auto insurance, auto financial auto, they save you a lot of money. I think they were saving me like $200 or $300 a month in my car insurance. We do homeowners insurance, and then legal protection is a big thing too. About $28 a month, you have a legal representative, you know. So if there's something going on where, you know, you get pulled over, you're trying to beat this ticket, you know, things like you need name changes, you got adoption going on, you know, whatever legal thing you can think of, for $30 a month, legal protection is there for you. Okay, so if those are things that you're looking for, certainly there to help you with that as well. Again, choosing to do the financial needs analysis does not bind you to having to purchase anything. This is a free assessment for you. And again, banks and institutions usually charge anywhere between $1,000 and almost $4,000 to do this with you. So budget and financial position is another one. Housing, phone. So this is the same thing we're doing with the budgeting template. Okay, we're going to put all that stuff in here. Okay, and it's going to let you see what's going on. Debt payments, right? Insurance premiums, all that stuff is here. Okay, looks the same, so we won't go too far into that. and then your commitment and program. What category best describes you? Your monthly commitment, how much you willing to put back for your well-being. Okay. Putting together a program to reach your short-term goals. We do that. All kinds of referrals, like I said, with different things. So yeah, that is what that looks like. That's what that looks like. And I'll click on here. Let me see. So anybody that's interested, now I will say this, anybody that's interested in learning this business, please let me know. So here's that's the sum of it. Okay. So let me stop sharing that. We're almost done, you guys. You all, I'm sorry. And thank you so much for being here again. Okay. So that's what that looks like. So really quickly, we're going to get off of here. If you need help with this, go over to my website, if you will, please and thank you. And it's Clearest Conscious-HLC.com. Go over to my website, check it out, see what's going on. I'm going to share that screen with you real quick. Make sure you sign up for free. Hit the subscribe thing and just sign up so you can stay connected with what's going on. Okay, if you go to upcoming events, so I was telling you earlier, you can see what we're going to be talking about for the next 4 weeks. Okay, so next week we're going to be doing saving and spending. The third week we're going to be talking about getting out of debt and just options with that. The fourth week we're going to be doing investing to grow your wealth, grow and build. And that's when I'm going to have my queen sister here with me to have this conversation. So all kinds of things we're going to do. So like I said, you can always just come on to YouTube or Facebook, whatever you're listening to, and join in. If you go ahead and this RSVP, I'm going to be giving away books. The first one I think I'm going to do is the 4-Hour Work Week. So I will put that in the description next week, but I plan on giving away something to help you grow. And if you don't make it this time, you make it next time, right? So just be involved. Go ahead and RSVP just so that, like I said, it's only because it's going to ask for your address. None of the information you show on my website is shared, but it's going to ask for your address because if you do win, I want to be able to send you what I got going on, okay? And we are all about privacy over here, so that's a serious thing. If you are interested in doing a financial needs analysis, you're going to go to services, okay? And I got all kinds of good stuff over here. But you're going to go to financial needs assessment, okay? You're going to request a book. And right now, after we get off of here, I'm going to set it where typically because I'm so busy, when you go into my website for services, it'll say request a book. And so we'll just click on it, right? Usually they're all blocked out or whatever. You can request a date, whatever time you want, and you can do request a book. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to just leave some slots open. I think right now I'm going to leave some slots open for the weekend, for Saturdays and Sundays, not this weekend. Give me a minute to recoup. But next weekend, I'm going to leave some slots open, some specific slots. But if there's a time that you would like, just go ahead and request a book. And if I can't make that work, I'll let you know. When you do request a book, it's going to ask you for your name and your email, your phone number, and just write a message. Let me know if you're flexible. I want, Friday at this time, Friday at 5. Well, I don't get home till 5. So can we do 6? I'll reach out to you. So make sure you give that information. But I'm going to open up some slots. I don't want to overwhelm myself because I do have to have a balance, right? I have to spend some time with my king and my family. So I'll have some slots open. I'll probably do one, like a couple maybe in the evenings. And then maybe some Sunday morning, Sunday evening kind of thing. But yeah, just request to book that if you'd like. And we can get you situated. Also, I want to show you all where this information is going to be. If you go to Knowledge is Power, There is information on there. Right now I don't have a lot. The 50-30-20 rule is on there. The banker's rule, which we're going to talk about later on this month, is on there. So I'm going to add all this stuff here, but that's where you're going to find it. The links that you need to click on for resources, all that good jazz, is going to be on there. So, and these are just quick informational things, like the 50-30-20 rule is 4 minutes long. If you click on there, it's going to tell you what it tells you, which we just talked about. So I'll add some stuff to that. Also, what else? I think that's pretty much it here. I wanted to share one more thing with you guys, with you all. One more thing. Now I'm going to let y'all get into my personal information, okay? In my personal business. It's okay, because I'm here to help, and I'm here to educate. So I'm going to show you. I know a lot of you all have heard me talk about my pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love the love. I'm going to show you all what this is. The last thing we're doing, and we're getting out of here, y'all. I think I said these are going to be about an hour and a half. And then we normally do an hour, so I'm going to make a point to be on time. But I want to show you what the Acorns deal is, okay? If you've seen me on social media asking for people to sign up for Acorns, okay, let me show you why. Okay, so Acorns is an app where you invest your spare change, okay? So when I go to the pump, I think we talked about this before, when I go to the pump and I spend $20.50, the 50 cents is rounded up and it goes into my account. Okay, so I'm about to show y'all my information, so whatever. Where does money come from? Where does money come from? I got paid early. Where does money come from? Ain't God good? Yeah, so my money looks different now because I didn't have this money here the other day. Anyways, I'll figure it out in a second. I'm happy it's there. Okay, so Acorns. People are, I want to share with you all what it is. So with the Acorns account, y'all in my business now. Okay. With the Acorns account, all my stuff is here. I have a savings. I have a checkings. I have my emergency fund. I have a later fund. I have a fund set up for my child. Okay. And he was the youngest. He was under 18. So I was able to do it for him in this extended period of time that he can pull this money. But I choose how my money's set up. Okay. So you link your bank account, whatever bank account you use. If you use Chase, okay, you're going to link your bank account to Acorns, because what's going to happen is when you swipe your card, when you swipe your Chase card, right? And that, that 50 cents is rounded up, it moves it from your Chase account to your Acorns account. Okay. Where does it go? It goes into investments. Okay. So the investment part of this, I have stocks and bonds. Y'all can see I'm up, right? Up $254, 9%. Okay. I have stocks. I have bonds. I choose which stocks I want to invest in. You see my dividends here. Dividends are the little extra monies that you have, from investing or whatnot. So this is what this is. I get to choose what, let me see if I can find it for you all. I'm not gonna keep you all too much longer. So you see Roundup investment. I get to choose what stocks I want to do. I think I'm doing Bank of America and Chase right now, but there's hundreds of stocks you can choose here. Okay. Obviously you get paid early. I think I just got paid, I don't get paid till the 10th and then my money hit. So my money just hit 6 days early. Yeah. Because I have my money divided into, so when you see my checking, that's not all my money. I have my money divided into different accounts. Okay. And that's something we're going to talk about later too. It's not putting all your eggs into one basket. But learning, they have, if you use your phone, they have all these learning devices or all these learning tools that you can use on your phone. They don't let you do it on the computer. I don't know why. It's very weird. My later account, I choose how much I want to invest. So I invest $150 a month. Okay. My beneficiary is my husband, my king. something happens, that's where that money is going. You see what I'm saying? This is a retirement plan. I just started doing this one not too long ago, and it's never too late to start growing your money, okay? Because I just started doing this not too long ago, where as far as my retirement. And then I have my emergency fund. With this, I just throw money in there whenever, I want to. Okay. So that's what that looks like. Okay. I think it's so important. And here's the thing. I need, please and thank you, 5 people to sign up. Let me show you. So when I'm doing these referrals, okay, that's why I asked you guys, because it changes every Sunday. So right now I get 5 people to sign up for Acorns. It's $2,000 roughly. When you start signing up for Acorns, you can send me same links and encourage people to grow their wealth. Okay. And you can get paid. This is passive income. This is what I'm talking about, growing wealth versus building. Okay. So can I get 5 people today? 5 people to sign up for Acorns. How are you going to do it? Let me tell you. If you go to, hang on, and we're about to get out of here. Yeah, I promise. If you go to, yes, Queen. I would love to do that. Yes, I would love to help you. Definitely. Stocks are going up and down. You know what? I am too. But we got a change in command, different change in command, all that good jazz. I know mine shot up to the roof. Like I made hundreds of dollars about a couple weeks ago, and I'm down a little bit. Not hundreds of dollars. I'm down, but I'm still winning. So yeah, it does that. You gotta be kind of diligent with that. I got you, Queen. Everybody's busy, it's all good. But if you go on my website, if you go to financial resources, and then we're done, y'all. And make sure you just check out everything on my website because it's cool. If you go to financial resources, there is the Acorns app. So like I said, every Sunday, I'm changing it out. So it's a fresh thing. So use this link on my website. Don't just go to Acorns and sign up. Help a sister out. Okay. If you shoot me an email, shoot me a text, I will be glad to send this link to you. Just make sure you sign up by that Saturday evening. And then, because that link expires and then there's a new link. So if you don't do it by Saturday, and you come back on Sunday, come back to get a new link. Okay. Otherwise it's going to tell you it's outdated. Also on my financial resources page, you got the upside. And we're going to talk about this next week as far as options on saving and spending. Okay. So I'm not gonna get into that, but if you're looking to save money on gas, I use this app on my phone. When I need some gas, I'm looking it up. I'm seeing what gas stations are close by and what the cost of gas is. They might give you 19 cents off, 30 cents off, maybe 10 cents off. But it just depends, so use that app. Save yourself on some gas. Okay. And I'm frugal. So I will drive a little bit further. I'm never on E. So I like to stay half, no less than half. On Fridays I get got, but that way I can move around. I can go where I choose to go to get my gas and not be getting screwed at the pump. Okay. Because of these high gas prices that make no sense. So that is also my financial. We talked about first progress, to grow your wealth, secure credit card, $200 minimum for a secure card. It's your money. When you're done with it, you can cancel it out and you get your money back. They report to the credit bureaus, and it's guaranteed acceptance. Okay. So I'll be adding some things on there. But I just want to share with you where you can find the Acorns link. If you go to my website again, if you just subscribe for free, that would be great. I think I might do a forum with this so you all can give your insight on these topics that we're having. If there's questions, I am going to do a forum. So if you guys want to go to a forum, maybe next week, maybe after tomorrow, and just share your thoughts. If there's something you guys want to talk about, something that you're needing financially, we could talk about it there. Okay. And of course, we got some daily affirmations. I just want to put this out there. Daily affirmations on my website. I would love for you all to check that out and see if why ain't that working? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking to myself too. Something's not working right. Okay, my affirmations aren't working right. Okay, here we go. I don't know what's going with that link. Something wonky up my website, so I don't know. But daily affirmations, I've got them for your mind, for your body, for your spirit, and for your wealth. Okay. You can click on choose your affirmations. There's dozens of them. Today is my best day yet. I am full of promise. I am elevating to new heights, all kinds of things. So yeah, that's what I have. Any questions? Any questions? I'm looking at these. Any questions? What you guys think? Was this helpful? I hope this was helpful to everyone. Was it helpful? Hopefully it blessed you. That's all I have. Give me, like I said, give me till tomorrow to put all this information on the website, get your links. I'm gonna do the raffles according to today. I'm gonna do it according to how everybody came in and said, hey, so I'll just number them off or whatnot, and then I'll just do drawings next week, and we will plan to do some positive, empowering content that you all can use. And like I said, we're probably gonna start off with the book, the 4-Hour Work Week. I haven't read it, so I want to read it and I want you guys to read it. So yeah, Excel spreadsheets are super duper helpful. Thank you, Queen Sister. Yes. Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that. I would love to help you. Absolutely. So yes, that's what I have here. Again, not to confuse anybody, you are tuned into the Peak Wellness Hour. But you have collaborated with Wealth Builders Alliances, brought to you by Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coaching. I am your Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coach and host. I am going to end this off on a positive affirmation I did on my site. You all can go and choose what you want and check that out. Otherwise, that's all I have. When we go out of here, I'm going to do the outro for my Clearest Conscious, my Wealth Builders Alliances, and I'll do the peak outro. I'm just telling you all that because I don't want anybody to be confused about what's going on. But like I said, I want to be able to snip and cut and do some things to make sure this goes on my website as well. So that is all I have. If no one has anything, I'm going to end there. One more thing. You all pick an affirmation. Go and pick an affirmation. And this week, I want you all to use that affirmation to keep you motivated, okay? It doesn't have to be about wealth, whatever you want. You want to do spirit, mind, body, whatever. But go ahead and pick one of those. We're going to listen to one. I don't know. They all sound like they're fun. Let's do the opportunity one. Let's see what this one says. It's been so long, so I'll listen to some of these. My positive affirmations. I know we've been doing Les Brown. I love me some Les Brown. We're going to end on mine and we're going to get out of here. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful for your time and your energy. Invite somebody next week. Like I said, on the website, just share. Just go to upcoming events and just click on it and share. Okay. And just invite some people. So we can bless people. Don't you want prosperous people around you? I don't like having, let me choose my words carefully. I prefer to have prosperous people around me because we can grow together. Okay. So it's nothing wrong with helping people that are not in the same place. None of us are in the same place, but we got to get to a better place. Okay. So with that being said, let's do what you guys think. Setting goals. Yeah, let's do setting goals. Let's do set goals. We'll do every day I set goals and always achieve them. So let's do this and we're going to get out of here. Love you all to pieces. Love you all to life. And let's go. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Good day, everyone, and welcome to your Clearest Conscious Daily Positive Affirmations. I am your Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coach and host, Angelina, here to bring you today's affirmation, which is an awesome one. Today's affirmation is, every day I set goals and always achieve them. So you all know what we're going to do. We're going to take some deep breaths in. We're going to count to 4, and we're going to say this affirmation at the top. Every day I set goals and always achieve them. And we're going to breathe out. We're going to do it 3 times together. Let's jump right into it. Let's go. Let's breathe in and say, every day I set goals and always achieve them. And breathe out. And again, knowing this in your heart, let's breathe in and say, every day I set goals and always achieve them. And breathe out again. One more time, really powerfully. Let's breathe in. Say, every day I set goals and always achieve them. And let's breathe out. You all, this is so powerful. I want to encourage you today to set goals every single day. The best thing to do is do it the night before, write it down, get a journal, and be consistent. Set goals with the intent that you are always going to achieve them and be as successful as you choose to be. I hope this helps you all today. I hope it motivates you to start every day off on a positive note. From Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coaching, I wish you peace, love, and blessings. All right, so there you have it. There's your motivation. There's your affirmations. That is all I have. I cannot keep you any longer. I am so grateful for your time. Again, love you to life. Bring somebody next week. Bring somebody. Queen Edith will be back here with us for the Peak Wellness Hour, collaborating with Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coaching. I am your Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coach and host, wishing you well, wishing you prosperity. Okay, don't be afraid to be successful. So until next time, peace, love, and blessings. You all make sure you subscribe. If you have not, make sure you share and hit that like button. Until next time, peace.